Are you ready? No, YouTube, I said, are you ready? Let's get ready to stream it. What's going on?
What you telling me, bro?
What's going on, people? Listen, the DX is in the background because this is like a reunion after like the 98 split. Shawn Michaels left, got his back all sorted out. We've come back 2006 style because you know what? You know what's really cool though?
Yeah.
There was people saying, like, when are you and Rants going to do a show together? What's going on with you and Rants? And like, I just ignored all those messages because it was just mad. It was like nothing's happened. Like, I literally just couldn't do a show no more.
Yeah.
And it's that is it. It's like we still talk on WhatsApp and everything.
Yeah.
But people just, it's funny. I've never been in that situation before because I've left podcasts before and never had any speculation. But I guess, man, you being Mr. Celebrity and everything, you just it causes conversations. So,
No, but you know what it is, yeah? Like in the social media world, it's like if people don't see something, yeah, then it's not happening, innit? That's what it is. It's very
yeah.
it's very pretentious. It's just like they'll see people on camera and assume that these people are friends, yeah, not knowing that half of the time when they see a man on camera, it's just business, and then man don't even like each other, you know, like that. So it just is what it is, innit? Like when people don't see certain things, they assume things, and when people see certain things, they assume things, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's just how it is. The amount of shows I've seen with influencers sitting down that I know don't even like each other, and they're just sitting next to each other like they're boys and that. I ain't got no time for that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I live my life in the real world, innit? So, like, it is what it is, bro. Like, I don't fall out with people, yeah, on YouTube. And we're just like, yeah, we're just, oh, nah, it's not like that, bro. Like, if man falls out with someone, I'm falling out with them in real life, blood. Like, man don't do YouTube beefs, innit? It's real life or it's not real life, innit? I don't do the whole thing, bro. Like, it's silly, innit?
Yeah, man, it is ridiculous, but it just gives me an insight and of just of how this thing this space kind of works. Where if you don't appear on someone's show in a while, it must mean that there's beef. But I was like, I just don't know where people get that kind of math from. But you know, we are.
Bruv, listen, life,
Yeah, it's mad,
sometimes
man.
in life, yeah, bruv, life just takes you in different directions, innit? Like, it doesn't always have to be a beef thing, you get me? So, nah, it is what it is, man. Like, there's no beef. Everything's calm, bruv.
Everything's
Not like
cool,
that.
man. So yeah, man. Listen, we're here for a Man United Leeds preview. We're going to touch on a couple of other things as well. But yeah, I mean, yeah, man. Let's just delve into it, man. So when you're going into it now, the season opening game of the season, where you at? Varane is almost done, isn't it? I think it's
Bruv, he won't even be registered in time to make the bench, I don't think.
right. Okay, so you got Sancho in the building at least. Where do you see this season going for yourselves? Because you finished second last year.
I'm gonna finish below second this year. So
Yeah.
like it is what it is, bro. We'll
Is
go
it
back.
is it the Ali tax?
Of course it is. Do you know what I mean? Bro, if we had Zidane as manager, I'll be like, oh, we're gonna win the league. That's how I'd be feeling. Legit. I think we're a winning manager. We've got some winners in the team, and I think we're a winner at the helm, yeah, away from being taken seriously. But if you're an opposing fan and you're taking Man United seriously, I want to know why. Well, there's no reason to take them seriously based on what Ollie's done, bro. I think it's 5 semis and 1 final that he's lost, bro. Like he's lost 6 opportunities to win a trophy, bro, in 3 years and 3 seasons, and you think that all of a sudden he's just gonna win everything? Come on, bro, that's not even normal.
I mean, I think I made a comment on one of your shows before when you was talking about this, and I said, if you guys had a Conte with the current players that you got now, it's a completely different proposition. You know what I mean? You're just a different animal because a coach is a huge part of a football team. Just like now, if you took Bielsa out of Leeds United, I'd be kind of worried. Not even going to lie.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like when I look at Leeds United, I see a lot of players that probably wouldn't be playing in the Premier League if not for Bielsa, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's not like this guy's got a team full of stars or team full of players that would be playing in the Prem, bro. He's got a team full of Championship players, really, and the guy is finishing comfortably, yeah, in the top half of the table. Like that's testament to his style of management and his pedigree as a coach, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Bielsa with this Man United squad wins the league. Like I don't have any doubts. I have any doubts. That's why when man was saying that he's like saying he's an average manager. I think Statman was doing a show. I said, bro, he's a top manager at least, bro. If he's not elite, then he's a top manager. There's no way he's an average manager. There's no way, because average managers don't get average players playing top half of the Premier League football like that. I think they scored like the 4th or 5th amount of goals in the league, like with championship players, and man are gonna call him an average manager. It's disrespectful, bro.
Yeah, and it's also a thing as well of coaching players up. So I mean, take Calvin Phillips as a perfect example. Was playing in a more advanced role before Bielsa come in. Bielsa says, no, I need you at number 4, stroke number 6. Now he's made him into somebody that England couldn't fill the drafts. That's coaching. And Calvin Phillips says so himself. He's always been grateful to Bielsa for that. And then you look at Stuart Dallas as well, 8 goals in the league last year. You're not doing that with just any old coach. So coaching is a huge part in it. And it's also, for me, a reason why, and we'll get to him, Dan James is going to stay the same player while he's at Man United under Ali. Whether he could be improved, we don't know, because he's just doing the same things every single time you see him. Pace, run, but just zero end product.
Zero end product and zero, you just got zero football intelligence, football IQ in it. And that's just what it is. Obviously, your manager would have definitely tapped into that and tried to adapt him. Like, he's tried to sign him because he's got the physical attributes that your manager likes.
Yeah.
But technically, he's dead. Like, that's just how it is. It could be improved with a manager, but Ollie's not the kind of a manager to do that. So I genuinely, like, I don't see Man United finishing above Chelsea or Man City this season. Like, nah. We could beat them in a one-off game. Either of them, I believe we could beat in a one-off game. But over the course of 38 games, I do not see Ollie finishing above this Chelsea team or this Man City team, just based on the fact that I know that in the vital moments, he won't be good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I had Chelsea down as a favourite even before their latest signing that has just happened in the past 15 minutes. Just because of how Tuchel is, again, it's coaching. Look what he did with the same players that Lampard said wasn't ready for no silverware.
Yeah, he's won 2 European Cups, hasn't it?
He's got trophies in the bag. So it's a testament to the coach and what he does, the system he plays. Lampard wasn't ready. Everyone knew that from the time. We was doing shows then saying
we knew it from Derby. He wasn't ready.
Man, we knew he weren't ready from time. And then for him to say that the club weren't ready for trophies, and then they go with 2 European Cups, shows you the levels of certain coaches. And you can just tell with Tuchel as well, he's got that elite mentality, man. You know what I mean? Like when they concede a goal, he's mad.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you concede a goal? Yeah.
But that's how he plays, bro. He makes his teams hard to beat first and foremost, isn't it? And that's what he is. The Chelsea team's hard to beat, and they create a lot of chances. Didn't have the most clinical players available, and now they've reinforced in the one place where they probably had the biggest weaknesses, bro. They've added a lot of goals to a team that creates a lot of chances. So you just can't see how this doesn't end well. Like,
yeah, and also as well, I'm expecting Havertz to have an even better season this year. I like Kai Havertz a lot. He's a very good player, very technically sound, and he's got an eye for goal as well, man. You don't know where he's going to be on the pitch because he just drifts around, and then he'll just pop up in the box with an assist or a goal. So I see Havertz taking a step forward. You know what? Seeing as we're there, on Chelsea, they've just signed Romelu Lukaku, right? Yeah. As we agree, he's going to be a difference maker. Just how Harry Kane will be also for Man City if they can get an actual killer up front as well.
Yeah,
so that will make it very interesting. But back to Lukaku, we was on a show many moons ago, and you said to me, and I don't know if you were joking, or whether you want to take it back now, but you said that you would take Danny Ings over Lukaku. Is that true?
What, at Man United right now?
No, just in general, because we was talking about you was dissing Lukaku's first touch, everything like that. But I mean, this was a while ago, man, months ago. But you said that you prefer Danny Ings over Lukaku. Come on now.
I still think Danny Ings is a better. I still think Danny Ings is a better finisher than him. I'm not gonna lie, I do. Brother, I genuinely do think he's a better finisher than him, bro. Lukaku's physical attributes is what makes him attractive to a lot of these managers. But I don't care about pace and power, bro. I care about scoring goals, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I reckon, yeah, in a season, if they both get the same quality of chances, I reckon Danny will bag more goals.
Oh,
Literally, if they got the identical 30 chances, the same kind, I reckon Danny Ings would score more. I genuinely do, bro. Like, I genuinely do, bro. Like, that's not me trying to be controversial. I genuinely think Lukaku's biggest strengths are his physical prowess. That's it. Like, his height, his speed, and his strength. If you take that away from him, yeah, and you just look at actually the chances he scores and the chances he misses, I think that Danny Ings is a better footballer. I just think that Lukaku's overall package is more attractive in the modern game because the modern game is about pace and power. Like, but actually, as a goal scorer, Danny Ings is he's a bloody good finisher.
He is very good. Nah, he is very good. But man, Lukaku though.
You know who Danny Ings reminds me of? Jermaine Defoe, bro, in the way that he's so overlooked and disrespected, bro. Like, scores goals with both feet, shields the ball well, all of these things, and he never got the chance at a top club. Tottenham ain't a top club, innit? And they weren't, especially in his time. Tottenham were like just above mid-table, like pushing for Europe, like when Jermaine Defoe was there. Jermaine Defoe never got a chance at a Man United or like a Liverpool where they are now. And I reckon if he did, he would have done the mad thing. Man saying Ings broke 20 once, bro. Bruv, it's only because of injuries, bruv. Man's talking about broke 20, bro. And also, he wasn't in teams that were expected to score loads of goals, bro. You know, like that. He wasn't. Do you know what I mean? Lukaku's done his thing. Don't get me wrong. But when I look at the kind of goals he scores and the kind of goals Danny Ings scores and the kind of chances Lukaku misses, Ings ain't missing those. And that's just what it is.
Yeah, Lukaku also had those spells at West Brom and Everton where he was killing it as well. You know, the guy's nearly at, is he at 100 or close to 100?
He's over 100 goals.
He's over 100 Premier League goals, yeah. That's it for me. I mean, Ings as well, I know he misses too much time for me. And reliability is a key.
No, I hear all of that. But when I'm talking about these things, I'm talking about all things equal, bruv. People need to put context into football. I'm talking about all things equal. I'm talking about fully fit, on form. You ain't got to worry about injuries. I'm just saying, if these men get the same 30 chances, Ings puts more of them away. I think he's a better finisher. I think that all round Lukaku, his physical prowess and the stuff that intangible stuff that you don't pick your parents in it, bro. He's about size 15 and 6'4". Like, you don't pick your parents. I'm talking about just as pure finishers, bro. Like getting on the end of chances. I would rather Danny Ings than Lukaku, bro. Because I've seen Lukaku for Man United step over, go around the player, go around the keeper and miss, bro. Like, I've seen it. I've seen it, bro. I've seen him go around the keeper and miss open goals, bro, with my own eyes. I've seen it. I've been in the crowd at Old Trafford when he's done it. We are against Tottenham, bruv. He rounded the goalkeeper, put the ball out for a throw-in, bruv, and Tottenham beat us 3-0. I was there.
Oh, my days.
Is man all right, bruv? Like, I've actually watched this bray in real life. How many of you, man, have actually gone and sat down and watched this bray in real life? Do you know what I'm saying? Football is a game of opinions, bro. Like,
man.
I said I don't like him. For me, I never said he's a shit player or whatever. I prefer Ings. That's it. You know, like that. And I would still take a player like Danny Ings, over someone that, like, if I don't completely tailor my whole football play around him, he's non-existent. I'm not really on that, bro. Not really on that, bro. Like, man's link play has improved. Cool.
Yeah, he has.
You know what I'm saying? It's improved, but it's still not of what I call an elite level. Do you know what I mean? His finishing, he's a good finisher. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's a great finisher by any means. I think most of the goals he scores are easy. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to lie. When I talk about level of difficulty, most of the goals he scores are easy goals. Like, 8 yards out, slaps it past the goalkeeper. Do you know what I mean? He's not really a finesse finisher. I'm not seeing Lukaku dinking goalkeepers and doing any of that, bro. Like, the goal that Ings scored against Liverpool was an absolute beauty. You remember which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When the ball's come over his shoulder and he's lifted it over the keeper. And I don't see Lukaku scoring goals like that. Like, for me, Ings is just a better all-round finisher. But I think Lukaku's physicality and the positions he gets himself into is why he scores the goals he scores. But I still think Ings is a better finisher. Like, man can argue all they want, innit? Like, but I think that Ings scores the more difficult goals as well.
Fair's fair. Well, I'm going with Lukaku overall. Just all round game for me is just, as you say, it's better suited to this day and age football. So his role is more defined in this current system where Chelsea will play. Like, he will get the chances with Chelsea setting them up for him. So I've got no doubts that this is going to work. But yeah, I mean, you got quite a lot of people agree with you. I mean, it's not outrageous or anything like that, but it's just, for me, Lukaku's just done so much at club and international level where he's just, for me, I don't know how people are still doubting him in that way.
Yeah, so, I don't doubt him as a goal scorer though. Like, I think his record speaks for itself, but people need to get the context of what man's saying. You know what I mean? It's just like when I look at someone like Bruno, he scored bare goals, bro. When you look at man's goal, he scored bare goals. Bare people will say, "Oh, look at the amount of goals he scored," and then I'll turn around and say, "Yo, he's a shit footballer." Man will say, "What?" Like that, but bruv, you can be both. You know, like
we used to say this on your show, and Bruno will get you numbers, like, no doubt about it. You can be a
prolific person when it comes to putting up numbers, but you can also fail the eye test. We watch basketball. Russell Westbrook is a prime example. He fails the eye test, but he averages a triple-double every game. Like, this is what it is, bro. You can be a triple-double guy, you can be a good basketball player. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Some man will say that Russ stinks, bro. Like, when you watch him play, it does stink. It looks horrible. It's an eyesore, but the guy guarantees you numbers, innit? So it depends on what you like. If you're a stats guy and you want to turn around and say, all right, cool, like, he's one of the greatest ever Premier League strikers because he scored 100 and something goals, cool. But when I put Lukaku in a conversation with the likes of, say, the Ian Wrights and all of that, bro, like, you can't say they're comparable because they're not, even though he scored a similar amount of goals in that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't really say they're comparable, or Andy Coles of this world. Do you know what I mean? The Alan Shearers of this world. All these guys in that 100 club, bro. Like, even Jamie Vardy, bro. Like, prime Jamie Vardy, bro. I'm taking every single day of the week ahead of Lukaku.
Same, You see, we're Jamie Vardy hive though, in it. We're well known in that Jamie Vardy club. Just the shithousery and everything else like that.
But he is a stat machine, Lukaku. The one thing he guarantees you is goals. And that's why I think going to a club like Chelsea that create a lot of chances, Man United didn't create enough chances for Lukaku, and ultimately that cost him. I think Lukaku going to Chelsea is a match made in heaven because they will create a lot of chances for him and he will score a lot of goals. I've already said openly that I expect Lukaku to score more than 20 goals this season for Chelsea in the Premier League.
Yeah, same here.
I expect it. And I also expect him to be extremely frustrating to watch as well at the same time, because that's the kind of player he is. But you can't take away the guy scores goals. Like, if you're in denial about that, you can't deny facts, bro.
Yeah. Okay, man. So, right, Manchester United, Leeds United, man. So we had this game last year. It was our first time back at Old Trafford in the Premier League after so many years out. Scott McTominay turns into prime Zidane for a few minutes and just
literally 10 minutes.
It was like 4 minutes, man, and the game was an absolute mess. I was blacking out. I was trying to forget the whole game. Then I had your show to come on the Monday, at the absolute corn from the Man United fans on that show. So it was a great weekend for me. So for me, these guys now, they've got to get some kind of revenge. Like, they have to avenge that defeat last year, because it was so disappointing from a Leeds United perspective. It was just crushing. Like 6-2 on the first game back at Old Trafford. It just didn't compute for me. I just did not see it coming, and you should never be surprised in football, but I was surprised. When you look at the game coming up, I don't know if you take preseason into account, but how do you see you guys lining up this Saturday? Because I know that Ali says that he wants to go to now 4-3-3.
Yeah, when did he say that? Did he actually say that in an interview? Because I'm just hearing, I've heard rumors of it like around the internet, but I've never heard it come out of his mouth.
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't see him say it with his mouth, but I saw it quoted. So take that for what it is.
but I just don't see it happening, to be honest. I don't see the 4-3-3 thing happening. I don't think he's brave enough. I don't think he's brave enough to go to a 4-3-3, especially not against Leeds, bruv. I think if he matches you up in formations, that could be detrimental. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, man, I don't really see it happening. I don't really see us matching you up. I think we're gonna go for a double pivot on the first game of the season. I can't really see past that. In terms of how we're gonna line up, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts Matic because he's experienced and he's rested. So yeah, I think it'll be Matic and someone in a double pivot. And Bruno will start. So it's whoever plays next to Matic. It might be Matic and Fred, maybe Matic, Fred, Bruno. I don't know if Pogba starts. I'm not sure. He might go for a runner instead because Oli knows that Leeds play at a high tempo, and Oli, for some reason, feels like he has to match up everyone we play. So I wouldn't be surprised if he starts Dan James. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Dan James starts for the running, and I wouldn't be surprised if he starts Dan James, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I don't know what we're gonna do. Cavani's still not back. Cavani's still not back, so Martial should start. I don't really know what's going to happen, bro. I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say about Dan James because he seems to always end up in these games, whether it's because of the so close move to Leeds or because Bielsa likes him and Ali thinks he will get a bit more out of him or whatever it is. But he always seems to end up in this game. So I'm expecting him to play at some point, whether he starts or comes off the bench. But in terms of the front, because you got a stack, front going. You've just said Cavani's not going to be back.
Yeah, so Sancho only started training this week, so he'll be on the bench at best.
So what about Greenwood and Martial? Who's more likely to start out of those two?
I don't know. It could be both. But knowing Oli, you'll probably be one of them. You know, like that. Maybe Greenwood doesn't start, but Martial does. You never know. But I think that Dan James starts. Someone saying that there was a leaked lineup and it had Matic and McTominay, which wouldn't surprise me. McTominay for physicality again in the midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what Ollie's on, physicality, bro. That's it. So I expect McTominay to play. Expect Dan James to probably play then as well.
Yeah, I mean, with us, we've got Llorente. He's out, which is unfortunate for us because he's, overall probably our best centre back as it stands right now. Which means
I think you had defensive problems last season as well. Why are your defenders always getting injured?
Yeah, Llorente, I think it's a calf thing or something like that. He's always got these niggling injuries, and I thought he'd probably get over that by now. But we'll see how it goes throughout the season. But obviously, we need him fit more than out because then that's when we start to juggle things around, and that's when it can get messy. Because then all of a sudden, Phillips moves up. Somebody else comes in at DM who shouldn't be playing, and that's when it becomes a problem. So for me, Liam Cooper will probably start, even though Pascal Struijk should start, because again, that partnership of Struijk and Llorente last season was our best one, most wins and least goals conceded. So it's tough. It's tough to see outside of that. Harrison, Rafinha, of course, Bamford up top, Stuart Dallas. Maybe Mateus Klick will play, and of course our new left back Junior Firpo should be on, and Luke Ayling at right back. But if he is going to make changes at centre back, he might move Ayling at centre back, which for me against Man United is a no, absolute no. Somebody said here, Will Phillips man mark Bruno. I have no idea.
He did last game, bro, and he marked him out the flipping game. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
So, in the 0-0.
He snuffed him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's how you mark players like that. Anyway, you just get on their first touch, they'll disappear real quick. Do you know what I mean? Like it was good from Bielsa tactically, but Leeds kind of do that man-to-man marking all over the pitch, innit? That's how he likes to press, innit? So when it works, it looks amazing. But if you come up against top players, and they're able to break that press, then you get overloaded, innit? And that's the risk you take when you mark like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about transfers for you because obviously you've got Sancho and Varane is basically here. Was you expecting more transfer activity this summer, or is this about right for you?
No, I thought we were only going to sign Jaden and no one else. So to be honest, to get an extra player, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that, man. I don't know how much. It sounds weird, but I don't know how much, like Varane, coming in improves us defensively. Not because he's not good, but because I still think that our midfield's our biggest problem. Our lack of balance in the midfield's our biggest problem. I think that adding Varane, it looks good, but I still think we're still going to concede a lot of goals if we don't tighten up that midfield. Legit, bro. I don't think one man can, especially one defender, can neutralize the fact that I think we conceded the most amount of goals that we have in like 60 odd years. That wasn't because our defense individually weren't good, because Wan-Bissaka gets a lot of credit for being a very good defensive right back. So why did we concede that many goals? Luke Shaw gets a lot of credit for being a good defensive left back. So why did we concede that many goals? Harry Maguire cost 85 million and he's supposedly England's best centre back. So why did we concede that many goals? You can't tell me it was just because of Victor Lindelof why we conceded all them goals, because it wasn't. You know, like that. So it's a structural problem at the club. It's not one player. I don't think one player fixes the problem. I think one player just papers over the problem temporarily. But when we come up against the bigger teams, I think we're still going to concede.
Yeah. And just back on Luke Shaw, actually, because you was a critic of him. In fact, everybody was a critic of him. I was a critic of him. But since Telles came through the door, it's like it gave him a wake-up call for me. Like, since Telles came in, it was like, you know what? I don't want to lose this spot I've got at Man United. I'm going to fix up. And he improved from, you say what, December time? He just turned into a better left back. Have you been impressed with his improvement over the past few months?
In bits I have, yeah. In bits I have, but I still think that Luke Shaw's ability, has never been in question. His application and his attitude's always been in question.
Yeah.
You know, like that. And for me, like, all he did was he proved me right. Like, I knew, when we signed him from Southampton, he was meant to be the next Ashley Cole. He was meant to be the next guy to be England's left back and Man United's left back for the next 10 to 15 years, bro. That's what they were saying. Like, I mean, if you remember, like, when Man United signed Luke Shaw, man signed Luke Shaw as, I think, a teenager, bro. Like, and he was meant to be the next best thing, and he hasn't been that, bro. And like, yes, he got injured, but that injury was like 6 or 7 years ago, bro. Like,
it was a while ago, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how long does it become when you're just making excuses now? You know, like that. Because the thing is, yes, he did get yes, he did have a very bad injury, but he also made a full recovery from that and has played football since then. Do you know what I'm saying? So the injuries that he was getting after and the loss of form wasn't because of that injury, because he's fully recovered from it.
Yeah.
You know, like that. So it's one of them ones where the reason why he wasn't playing well was because his application and his attitude wasn't good enough. That's why. Do you know what I mean? And now, for some reason, he's got it together now, and all of a sudden he's playing well. So there was no reason that he couldn't do that 3-4 years before, other than the fact that his attitude wasn't right. But nobody wants to talk about that. People are gonna like he just became a decent footballer, bro. He was always a decent player, bro. He cost £30 million, bro. When Man United bought him, he wasn't some guy we just discovered, you know. Like, De Geezer was literally meant to be like the best left back of his generation. Like, he was meant to be.
Yeah. And you know what it is as well. Just going back to a little point you just made there. That's what people do, man. They rewrite their opinions for the moment. So everyone is acting like Luke Shaw has been in this form for years, and like Mourinho was wrong. Mourinho was not wrong.
He hasn't even done it for one full season yet. Do you know what I mean? And United had him for 7 years, and he's had 2 new contracts in that time, and he hasn't even given man a full season.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. People love to redo their takes when it suits the moment, because everyone's acting like they said Luke Shaw was the best left back in the league forever. But it's literally been months. And credit to him. But like you say, he could have done it earlier. And it doesn't make Mourinho wrong now for saying what he did before, because Mourinho, in my eyes, was right.
It doesn't make Mourinho or the other managers. Louis van Gaal had problems with his attitude, had him training by himself as well. And then also when he was at Southampton, there was concerns about his attitude as well. So every manager that's managed him has questioned his application. Every single one, bro. Like, but it's something that doesn't get highlighted because it doesn't suit the agendas of these people. But Luke Shaw's attitude's always been questioned by all of his managers. So for all of a sudden now he's playing well, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I knew it, I told you so." All right, mate. Whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, whatever. If it makes you feel better, like, do it for the whole season now, not just a third of the season. Because he didn't start the season great, and then he had an amazing. He started a great middle of the season, and then he tailed off. Dead, bro. Like in the cup final against Villarreal and all them, bro. He didn't have a good game. He ended the season poorly, bro.
Yeah.
So and then he had some good games at the Euros as well, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, like amazing, best left back in the tournament." Like Spinazzola wasn't there, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like this is what happens, innit? So unfortunately, with football fans, like you can't argue with idiots, innit? Like the saying is, bro, like a bee don't waste his time telling flies that honey tastes better than shit, innit? Like it is what it is, bro. You eat your shit and I'll eat my honey, innit? Like it is what it is, bro. So I mean, if these men think that all of these managers and everyone before was wrong about him because now after 10 years, because he broke through at 16 and he's 26 now, I think. After 10 years, he's finally realized what looks like to be his potential. Everyone before was wrong, then cool. 10 years is a long time.
Yeah. And you know what? Going back onto that's actually a good thing, because I want to ask you about that, because we have been Lord Grealish fans for the longest time, right? Have you seen now the switch? Because let's go through the timeline first, yeah? Unless you were an Aston Villa fan, you didn't like him.
No.
And unless you could see real footballers and know that this guy is just goated, he's going to be one of the best.
Special player.
Then it became a bit now where England, all of a sudden, a couple of press people say it, and then fans, like sheep, copy it. We need Grealish in the England team. We need Grealish. He's so good. He's going to be amazing. Now he's gone to Man City. All of a sudden, he ain't worth 100 million. He ain't going to do nothing. Have you seen the switch? Because I've seen it, and it's like unbelievable. Like these people just got no opinions for themselves, man.
No, but the majority of football fans wait for pundits to give them their opinions, and then they will literally, they'll come out and they'll be like, they'll say it with their chest, like they actually know what's going on, but most of them do not, innit? Like most of these guys' agendas are not based on facts. They're not based on actual knowledge of these players. And the funny thing is, like Jack Grealish has always been the guy, bro. Since he's come through, this isn't new. This guy has literally promoted, been in a relegation team, promoted. Bro, like the guy has done it all, bro. He scored in big games, man, scored in playoff games. Like he's done it all, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like he's done it all in the game in terms of at domestic level. The guy's been in the trenches for Aston Villa for a long time. So it's one of them ones where he's got nothing to prove to anyone, bro. Like he's England's best player. Like I genuinely don't even think it's close. Like everyone talks about Harry Kane and all that, but nobody gets a bigger ovation than Jack Grealish in the stands, bro. Like no one. No, I mean, no one gets it, bro. When he was getting subbed on for England, bro, you can see it. You can see Southgate, bro, just stressed. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he knows. He knows that Grealish is the guy, bro. Like he's easily man's best player, and it's like too many people overlooked him because it wasn't cool, because he wasn't like the in-ting, it wasn't cool. And now all of a sudden, man are going on like they always knew Grealish was good, and now they're trying to turn it into, he's not worth this, he's not worth that. Bruv, if Pep says he's worth 100 million, he's worth 100 million. I ain't going to argue.
Precisely, man. Precisely. Because as I've said many times before, when we was in the Championship struggling and he went on loan as a kid to Notts County in League One, and he was making grown men look stupid in that league. And I was thinking, why didn't anyone in the Championship, including us, get this kid on loan? And from there, he's just gone up and up and up. People forget as well, he's also taken Villa to a couple of cup finals. It's essentially kind of in a lesser way what Steven Gerrard was doing through Liverpool's lean years.
100%. Yeah, it's comparable.
He just didn't get the silverware, but he carried the team on his back. And you can even go back to last season where he went out injured and all of a sudden Villa...
they dropped.
But credit to them, they did recruit well this summer, so they're not relying on one person, which is good. But when he was there, he was the man. That is what you call being the focal point of your team. So, you know, I mean, Absolutely mad. Oh, wait, hold on there. Let's have a look. Voice of the Villa, speaking of a Villa fan. Do Leeds get higher than Villa this season? I'm going to say yes. Yeah, I'm backing my team. Yeah, we're gonna finish higher than you. Danny
On
Ings,
paper, they probably shouldn't.
they
However,
should.
they got
Yeah,
Bielsa in it, like so. You just never know, bro.
yeah,
You just
yeah.
never know. I think Leeds. I just like the way Leeds play, man. They're just in a shootout in it, bro. And this is what it is, bro. They'll win more than they'll lose in it. That's just the way Leeds play.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're
yeah,
not
like,
normal. We're not normal, Rants, because this guy's just saying it here. We've only had Bielsa confirm his 1 year
a
contract today.
1 year contract. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
today,
Bielsa
yeah,
does
yeah,
it, bro.
yeah. We're
Bielsa
calm,
does
man.
that though, innit? Year to year, bro. Like the day before the shit's about to expire, man will announce it. Bro, but that's why I got so much respect for him, because he does everything on his own terms, innit? And he's just unapologetically just himself, bro. That's why there's only certain teams that he could be at. Like the team has to, that the club have to back the manager fully. And I think that Bielsa is a prime example of someone that knows who he is, innit?
Yeah,
And that's just what it is. And he don't compromise himself for no one. And Conte's the same as well. That's why he falls out with a lot of clubs. Like when a manager knows who they are, what they want, how they want to play, etc., bro. Like it's intimidating for clubs if they're not run properly, innit? And
yeah,
and,
yeah.
and that's just what it is. But yeah, Bielsa's the real deal, mate.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like how he comes out and says that he's happy with the team as it is now if we don't get any more signings. Like, I actually kind of believe him because I believe that he thinks that he can do something with any of the other fringe players to make him better.
Yeah.
So I don't disbelieve him there. Me personally, I still would like another central midfielder. I don't feel comfortable with our central midfield as it is right now, especially when Phillips goes out. So I would like somebody else to come in, but I completely get it. Plus, our one of our CEOs came out and said that most of our business was front loaded, so it was last season. So the Rodrigo, Rafinha, Llorente, and all these guys that came in was basically, it was like a 2 year plan because the fees were kind of like put off until this summer. So I can see that business will be limited anyway, but hopefully we can get somebody through the door. This guy here, Bandy. I just got to say, Bandy never fails, always around. Leeds will be champions, top 4 minimum. He cracks me up every time, man. You always got one of these guys at it. The thing is, I think he actually believes it as well. I don't think he's winding me up. He can't do. So yeah, in regards to going back to the game. How do you see it going? How do you see this one playing out?
Because it's at Old Trafford, I just expect United to get over the line. It ain't gonna be no 6-1 or nothing like that. From what I've seen of United, it's kind of like I don't know what team they're gonna play, bro. Like honestly, like it's hard for me because I genuinely don't know what team the manager's gonna play. Everyone was getting gassed, yeah. Varane still isn't even officially a Man United player unless he signed whilst we're here. Like, because I ain't seen him holding the shirt, I ain't seen no announcement. I just heard that he passed his medical. So, you know what I mean, Jadon Sancho won't start. It's almost like we're gonna be doing. It's almost like It's gonna be more of last season. That's what it looks like. It's like last season, Man United, Lindelof, Maguire. So I think that's going to be a tight game. I think Man United just get over the line. I think maybe a 2-1. United, I probably see United conceding. And yeah, bruv, like it's a strange game. I don't know how to feel. Like I've never gone into the start of the season, yeah, like this before. Like no new players to look forward to really starting. Like I don't even think Pogba will start. Like, yeah, man, it's just gonna be a bit more the same, just a new kit, you know, like that. Like,
Yeah, and that your sponsor looks weird, man. It looks very, very strange. But yeah, people in the chat, what do you think? Give me some score predictions for the Man United Leeds game. Me. You know what? I was gonna say a draw, but you know what? A couple people predicted some very heavy losses for Leeds, man. So it kind of got my back up. Now I'm trying to. It's my conscience telling me be sensible, but then my defend my club side of me telling me say something stupid. So I'm going to kind of go in the middle here, and I'm going to say 3-2 to Leeds. Why not 3-2 to Leeds?
To be honest, yeah, like to be completely honest, I was kind of, if you never had the defensive kind of injuries and that, I would be a bit more concerned because I feel like Man United have had more players away at the Euros. I think Bielsa's had a lot of time tactically to work with his team in it, and to be honest, yeah, they don't even need that much time because he has them so well drilled anyway. Whereas with Ollie, I don't think the time on the coaching ground has been there. But I just think the individual quality will just see United over the line. But at the same time, don't get it twisted. If Leeds were to come out like literally out the traps on a mad thing and cause
Have
an
to start
upset,
better.
I wouldn't even be fucking surprised, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. I wouldn't be surprised, but I just feel like United should have too much for Leeds, man, and that's why I'm gonna go for a 2-1 with it being at home. If it was at yours, I'd be scared. I'm not gonna lie, but because it's at Old Trafford with the crowd, first Premier League game back at Old Trafford with the crowd there, I just think the crowd will get them over the line.
Yeah. Yeah, Lars, Llorente being out is huge for me too. So that's why
That's what's giving me hope of it.
Yeah, that's it. It's given me. That's why I've had to say we're going to concede at least 2. But I'm hoping for the best, obviously, and just for people that are aware, I'll be doing a watch long on my YouTube channel. So the link is in the description of this video. So it will be the first watch long on the channel. I thought, why not? Let me do the Man United Leeds one and get that one as my first watch along on this channel. Rants will more than likely be doing one on his Twitch stream. That link is also in the description, so you can follow Rants on Twitch because he's now Mr. Twitch. No more YouTube streams on his channel. It's Twitch only. Yeah. So you can follow Rants there. Have the Twitch on one device, have YouTube on another. See the different reactions when the goals go in because there will definitely be goals. So,
for sure.
Yeah. This won't be nil-nil.
We concede loads and you lot score loads, so it's fine, isn't it? Like it's due to be. I think both teams definitely score in this game, like for sure.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. So in regards to the Premier League, I mean, we touched on it earlier. Out of Man City and Chelsea, let's play. Harry Kane is going because again, Man City are already in another bid. So say Kane does go Man City and Chelsea are the way they are right now with Lukaku. Who's taking the title, do you think?
City.
I
think City just take it. I think if they don't get Kane, Lukaku carries Chelsea to the title. I think Harry Kane's the decider because Chelsea and Tuchel have Pep's number, bro. Like it's free zip. You get me? Like it's free zip. Comfy free zip as well. It's not even like City are unlucky. Nah, Chelsea are dominating them in it right now. So it's one of them ones where if you add a Lukaku to that and his goals to that, City don't have a chance in hell of overcoming Chelsea. They don't have a chance. But if you add Harry Kane in there, then I think it's just a different dimension, isn't it?
It's completely different. Completely different. You're talking about 5-10 levels above that bum Jesus.
Oh, bro.
Ralph Tresvant. He's terrible. He's actually terrible. So you get him out of the way and then put Harry Kane there. You're talking a completely different animal. The chances they create, their ball retention, it is a difference maker. So you know what I mean. And then in regards to the third and fourth, who are you saying for that again?
United and Liverpool.
Yeah. I can't argue with that. I think Liverpool will be much better with all their players back, and if they stay fit.
I still think they're going to do business because Klopp came out and he said that he pretty much said that Liverpool have to sell to buy. That's what he said, isn't it?
Yeah.
So and apparently Shaqiri's got an agreement with I think Leo or something, or was it Leon? I can't remember. One of them.
I think they're looking for some more money though, because I think Liverpool wants something like 12 million. I think they offered
like 8 or something.
Or is it 8? Yeah,
something like that. But yeah, like means Shaqiri's leaving. I think, and they got linked with Doku as well. And for me, Doku just looks like a younger kind of Mane, you know them one. So I think that Doku could, I think Doku could do it still. Like, so if they do get, say, like a Doku and they get a midfielder, like they've been linked with Saul and they've been linked with Renato Sanchez. If they get one of them two, and a Doku, I think that Liverpool are serious, bro. Like legit.
Okay.
I think they're serious.
At the other end, who you think is going down this year?
I think Southampton are gone. You know.
Yeah. See, you took my pick. They are. When they lost Danny Ings alone, I thought these guys might be in a little bit of trouble here because they even with Ings last season, they weren't doing all that. Now they've got Vestergaard's in Leicester right now.
Rather, as soon as they lost Vestergaard, they're deaf. To me,
that's it.
That's sealed their fate, innit?
Yeah, man. Like, because to me, Vestergaard, up until he got injured in early January, man was like a Rolls Royce in defense. He's not quick, so again, he's not going to be very attractive to people. But he plays the ball forward from centre back like a
and in a back three as well. He's going to look brilliant.
Yeah, and he's a threat at both ends, set pieces. He'll defend and he can score. So, and again, Leicester again with that good business. So, shout out to them yet again with their recruitment. So,
bro, it just shows how well run they are, because everyone was like, "Oh, Fofana's out injured. What are they gonna do?" Fucking hell! Within 2 days, they've replaced the geezer, and replaced him with a Premier League, hardened Premier League established player who's gonna slot into the back three and actually look brilliant, bro. Like, because he's such a good ball playing defender, and for 15 million as well. Absolute steal, bro.
Yeah. I know it's because he's got 1 year left on his deal, but when you've seen the price of some of these centre backs that are going, 15 million for a ready-made centre back. Doesn't need to get used to the league, nothing like that. He's ready to go, and under Brendan Rodgers as well. Yeah, it's only going to work out for them. So, shout out to them. When are we looking at a tier below Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
Because for me, there's a clump in the middle of the table where we don't know where these guys are going to finish, and I'm talking about us, Villa.
I don't think Arsenal can't finish above 7th, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think that there's a danger of them not even finishing their favourite 8 spot.
Yeah,
with the way
for sure.
With the way that they're recruiting right now, they're actually recruiting backwards. Because let's just say they did get Aaron Ramsdale in. I saw Ramsdale all last season. My partner supports Sheffield United, so I had to watch him in goal. And he dives after the ball is in the net. Like,
man said he's drunk and that. Man's reflexes are slow,
slow. He needs to take a sobriety test because he isn't it. But for some reason, they see something in him where they want to pay up 24 to 30 million. So I don't.
You know what? My man's come out today. Fabrizio saying that there's actually there's no bid for Ramsdale. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Which is, I don't really know what's going on with that guy, but
yeah, I think what he said though was that it wasn't close. I think it was just that because what it was, one of the early reports said that it was basically almost done.
Right.
Well, yeah, Fabrizio was basically saying it was never almost done. They were just negotiating a price.
Okay.
So, you know, they would be spending a whole bunch of money. But again, it's just like when Everton spent a whole bunch of money and it was on
doesn't mean anything, Yeah,
it's your recruitment isn't about how much you spend. It's about what you get for the money. And I don't think Arsenal are getting that. So if they were to recruit how they are recruiting right now, I can see them dropping back in the table. Because you know what, Rants as well, I don't know if you have, but people on the channel know I give Crystal Palace so much stick. But even they're trying to do something now with Vieira.
Yeah, they're completely, and they've backed him as well. They're trying to bring in younger players with a lot of promise, and they're trying to do it that way. At least they're trying to change their philosophy from obviously Roy Hodgson kind of just patching holes in it. So
patching hole, the guy he stunk out the joint, man. What was that?
He did.
McCarthy, Mihailovic. They had like 6 DMs, man. It's ugly football.
But they still got Benteke though.
They have, but Benteke thinks he might do something this year.
Bro, he's been threatening to do something for like, you know what I mean? Benteke is not the guy, is it? He's been threatening to do stuff for time, innit? Like, he's not the guy. He's not the guy, bro. Can't even lie. He's not it still. Him and like IU and them man turn up here once every 8 weeks and that, or do a mad thing and then go back to doing what they're doing, innit?
Yeah. Well, he was a contract year for him, and so he started to score towards the end of the season. That's always dangerous. That's like that Theo Walcott thing. Every time a contract was coming up for Arsenal, He just turned into
like Adebayo and that. Bruv, Adebayo was the guy, bro. Trust me. What 6 months left in a contract? Hat trick. Is man mad? Easy.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. No, it's funny
man.
still. No, it gets like that, bro.
Yeah. So we've got Southampton. Who's your other two?
I always hope that Burnley are gonna go down, but they never do. So I've given up hope. Norwich probably go back down straight, and Watford probably go straight back down.
Yeah.
Actually, out of Norwich and Brentford, like, who do you think? Because I reckon Watford probably gonna sack their manager after like 3 games, because they always do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know. I think it's between Norwich and Brentford. I don't think they're both gonna go down, but who do you think will stay up out of the two of them? I feel like Brentford might have slightly more, because they might lose. Norwich might lose. What's his name? Todd. Because they're saying that flipping Aston Villa won him or something.
Yeah. He's been linked with Villa. And obviously, always Max Aarons is always linked with a move away as well. So, yeah. For me, Norwich are gone, regardless of if they keep Todd Camp. Well, it's just not enough. They haven't got enough in their team. For me, Brentford, I think they've got a couple of X factors in. Obviously, Ivan Toney being one, but Mbeumo is another. Like, he's a really good direct player. So if he can adapt to the Premier League like how I think he could, I think Brentford might just have enough. And they've got a few like workhorses in that team as well. Those Danish guys that
can just grind it out.
Yeah. And they've got a couple of good centre backs as well. I mean, they got that tall guy. Is it Aja from Celtic?
I don't know to pronounce that. Yeah.
And Ethan Pinnock, who I thought could have stepped up to the Premier League last season too. So, yeah, it's interesting to see how they'll get on. But I see why you're saying that it's going to be a mix of those. I would even throw, if Callum Wilson gets hurt for Newcastle, I'll put Callum Wilson, Newcastle in the mix as well. They've literally done zero. Like, until Willock signs officially, they've literally done zero business.
Bruv, the one thing I say about Newcastle, but they just keep surviving, B.
Yeah.
And it's like,
like
even the manager keep surviving. Them man there, I don't know what it is. It's like them man just got to deal with the devil or something.
Yeah, they do just enough every year.
Always just enough. And you feel like just enough is gonna run out, but it don't, fam. I don't know why. I don't know, bro. I just feel like when it matters, they got enough experience in that team, with hard times to just grind it out, fam.
Yeah.
Like that. So I think that Newcastle, I don't think Newcastle are in danger this season, only because I feel like, I just feel like there's other teams to be worried about. I think Newcastle not adding to their team isn't as detrimental as Southampton losing the players they've lost. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. If you're not going to strengthen, don't lose players.
Yeah, I mean, I was, as people know on this channel, I was speaking to Bradley Johnson here, and we discussed that possibility of Adam Armstrong leaving Blackburn for a Premier League club. I don't know if Adam Armstrong's going to fill the void of a Danny Ings, though. I don't know if he's going to do that. It's going to be interesting to see, because he deserves a shot in the Prem. He's been, hacking it away in the Championship for a couple of years, scoring goals. So it will be interesting. But I don't know, man. It's just that centre back pairing as well. Now that Vestergaard's out, because when you got Vestergaard and the Polish guy, what's his name? Oh my, Bednarek. When you've got those two together, that's a decent combo. But they also lost Bertrand too. Bertrand's at Leicester.
Yeah.
They've lost some pieces, man.
Bruv, they've lost experience as well.
Yeah.
Like that. Ryan Bertrand gives you experience as well as whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think he started at Chelsea, innit, Ryan Bertrand? And then
he's a Champions League winner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the guy's, he's experienced, bro. So when you lose that, you can't replace that. You can't replace that. Even if you replace the quality, you don't replace the know-how, the temperament and stuff like that, bro. So I think they're gonna struggle, man. I think they're gonna struggle. They managed to keep hold of Wood-Prowse, innit? He got linked with Villa as well. Villa were on the warpath.
Yeah, he's still being linked with a move though. So
watch
his face, because he might be looking around saying, I don't know if I can
carry these man, or I wanna carry these man again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he can't be the focal point of this team again, bro. He must be fed up, bro. This guy's an England international now, isn't it? And he's playing at Southampton.
Yeah, and also as well, he's also got to look at it from his own point of view, where he relies on set pieces a lot. So if you haven't got a Vestergaard causing havoc in there for your corners, if you're not getting free kicks because you're not on the front foot a lot, you're not scoring direct free kicks, it affects your numbers too, which I know that these people look at. So he's got to look out for himself. If he does leave Southampton, though, they're definitely gone. Like, it's not even close. Like, I won't even give him a hope. So yeah, man. Listen, guys, we're almost at the end here. Rants, is there anything that you want to tell the people or instruct the people to go if you got any streams coming up?
Yeah, 8 o'clock tonight. Red Talk with Flawless due to be good. I think that's the last Red Talk before the game. Yeah, last Red Talk before Saturday's game. So make sure you tune into that on Twitch, people.
Yeah, man. And as I said earlier, Rants is exclusively Twitch only on his streams now. So he still uploads videos on there. Oh, that's it as well. We got to congratulate you for the trophy. More trophies in history than Ali. Well done.
Yeah, 2 trophies. One's on the way. I'm going to pick one up. I'm going to pick one up this weekend, and I got one here, blood. So we're good, bro. Man got the futsal trophy, and then man's got another trophy to collect this weekend, bro. So yeah, we're doing all right. Still, we're doing all right over here, bro.
Yeah, because wasn't there some risk that you weren't gonna win it at some point?
Yeah, bro. But we needed to win. We needed to win our last game against second in the league to secure the trophy that day. We didn't win the game. We drew. Last minute penalty they got. So we ended up drawing the game. We needed them to draw or lose the final game, and they lost it. So yeah, it's one of them ones where that's why they say it's better to have the points in the bank, because we were top of the league. They had to win to secure the trophy, innit? And they didn't win, bro. And that's what it is. The pressure was on the other team. And sometimes when you have to win, do you know what I'm saying? It's a bit too much for certain man, innit? And then man got absolutely battered as well in the final game. So yeah, we won the trophy comfortably. Best goal difference, most goals scored, least goals conceded, everything, man. Worthy winners. So I was very happy.
Well, big up for that, yeah. So yeah, again, people, like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, man. Join me on my watch along on Saturday. I'll probably be logging on about 12:15. I'm not going to make it long before the kickoff. I'll read out the teams, and then we'll get some score prediction from people in the building. I'll be live on YouTube. Rants will be live on Twitch. So yeah, man, join us, and the link is in the description, or there's a video already made up, so you can go there and set the reminder from there too.
100.
And yeah, man. So yeah, I just want to say thanks for joining me, Rants, man. It was a nice reunion.
Come on,
06 DX style. Yeah, man. Slash the light. Yeah, man. Yeah, good show as always. People always love the combination, man. And I just want to repeat that again as well, man. The amount of messages where people want us to get back and do a show together, like it's nice, man. It's like it's really cool that people enjoy the combination.
Yeah, of course. It's always good that people appreciate what they're getting in it. I mean, because a lot of people take it for granted, bro. We work hard, bro. We put a lot of hours in. You get me? So it's always nice to know that it's appreciated for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right, guys, I'm going to end it here. Look out for the game. Come on, Leeds. Let's go.